Morning, everybody. I'm going to check out a bunch of videos today while I have the time. I'm back from vacation and I'm ready for our eBay beginner boot camp. And I hope you are too. We're going to meet at 6 o'clock on Mondays for 8 weeks, 6 o'clock Central Time. That'll be in our 24-hour room in the Reseller Revenue Facebook group. And we are going to talk about several different topics that I think will get everybody started, but it's also a great refresher course for people just wanting to polish up their eBay skills. So I'm going to go over a couple of the topics that we're going to have from week to week and see if any of them interest you. And I hope that you do, and I hope that it gains maybe some conversation or just at least gets you thinking about some things inside your business. So our first week, we're going to talk about our intro to the business, talk about where we're at a little bit, and that basically we need to protect that eBay account for everything we can. And we're also going to talk about inventory. So one of my favorite things to talk about, people like to have a bunch of inventory before they even start selling things. That worries me, it bothers me, and I hope we can get that under control a little bit. And I'm going to talk to you a little bit about how I feel about different inventory processes and how I feel about how we should be intentionally sourcing, which is one of my favorite things. And then we're going to talk about, we're going to talk about our pricing, which we've talked about a lot in our Wake Up and Resell. And we're going to talk about how we need to think about pricing on eBay, how we need to go back on our old pricing, and just anything that we need to have a process for pricing and not just be pulling it out of a hat, because lots of times then our stuff just sits there. And our goal is to sell things, not look at things. So then we're also going to talk about processes. If we have our processes in place, it makes our life easier, it makes our business more profitable. It's just better for everybody. That's also once we get our processes down, then we can cut down on our times. We can know how long things are taking us. And we have to know those things to grow. We'll go over processes again in our level up boot camp, which that'll be after our beginner boot camp, because our processes are going to change as we grow. And as we tune them in, then we could talk about fine tuning those processes after we've already had them in place for a while. So then we're going to talk about shipping. I feel like most of us are good at shipping, but maybe if you're just getting started, shipping's scary. If you've never done it before and then all of a sudden you are getting shipping, where they're charging you extra money, shipping adjustments, you don't know what's happening, you don't know what to choose. I think that the setup and shipping in eBay can be really hard, to understand. And then we have our shipping policies, and then we also have our account preferences. So we have to know we're doing them all. And then we also get into the international shipping a little bit. So we're going to go over A to Z, everything I can think of about how to set up our shipping, because that's super important. The shipping part is. And then we're going to talk about all the account preferences and business policies. So we want to make sure that we understand what all those things are under our account settings and our account preferences. Because if we don't know them, who's going to set them? We're just going to let eBay decide. That's probably not a great idea. Are we just leaving it at the default? We don't want to do that. So we're going to go through each and every line on our account preferences and our business policies, and we're going to at least understand them. If I think that there's one only way we can do things, then I'll tell you. Otherwise, you'll just need to make your own decisions, but at least you'll have the information on how to decide those things. Then we're going to talk about customer service. We need to be the best all the time. That's the best way to elevate your business, is provide the best customer service all the time. And anybody that has talked to me, from the beginning will know that I feel there's no room for emotion in our eBay businesses. So that we'll talk about that, and we'll talk how to stand apart from the rest by having that amazing customer service. And then we're gonna create some quality listings. So what goes into a good quality listing for eBay, and I will show you how I list and my listing process, and then we'll see what the roadblocks are that we're hitting when we're making our listing. And also maybe about what time, the time levels it should be taking us, even though I think we need to take the time that we need to create that quality listing. But then we can grow, and we'll also talk about that in the next level up boot camp that we have, because we're going to grow, we're going to change, and hopefully we'll do it together. And then our last week, we're going to talk about returns and offers. So we'll talk about what kind of offers you guys are taking, not taking, how you feel about offers. And we're also going to talk about returns, how we handle return scenarios, how we feel about returns, how we process returns, how we set up good return policies. So I think in those 8 weeks, I'm hoping whether you're a new beginner or whether you're a seasoned veteran that's just going to try to level out your business and then make the next step up, I think we can go through and do it, polish it up. Join us. It'll be at 6 p.m. on Monday, starting November 4th. So this Monday, I'm excited about it. I love seeing new faces. If you don't want to have your camera on, that's fine. You can still join on the Zoom. There is a featured post in the Reseller Revenue Facebook group that shows you how to get on Zoom if you've never used Zoom before. So it's a video of me just chatting about how to get on Zoom. If you need help, I would much rather you throw a post up in Resell Revenue Facebook group and say, hey, I can't figure out how to get on there. I don't know what to do. And somebody will help you if I don't see it first. So don't be afraid to ask for help. This group's great. We have some amazing people in there. So this will be the only boot camp that will be completely free and no membership needed. Anybody can join, anybody can take it, because January 1st, then it'll be members only will be on the boot camps, but then all boot camps will be included in your monthly membership. So please join us. I hope to see you soon.